So this is one of my favorite times of the year on my DIY channel. I love every October making multiple Halloween costumes for you guys, even though I'm a terrible seamstress. I'm Janelle, and this week, of course, we are going to be doing a Halloween costume, as you saw, Starlight. If you don't know who Starlight is, I don't know why you even got to this video, but maybe you're just curious. She is a character from a huge TV show this year. It's called The Boys. I believe it actually did come out last year though, but the second season just recently was released. I discovered it this year with my boyfriend and I love it. Seriously, one of the best TV shows I watched this year, so highly would recommend. This is not sponsored. I just really like the show and I tell all my friends and family to watch it. It's on Amazon Prime and it's called The Boys. So Starlight is one of the characters. This is her season 2 outfit as like a superhero because it changes. But yeah, I don't know why I attempted to do this, because this is now my third time that I've tried to make a bodysuit. I am not a seamstress. Janelle, you can't make a bodysuit. You haven't been able to do it in the past, so why did you decide to do it again? I don't know. So this is a bit of a roller coaster ride for this Halloween costume, but I'm gonna take you along. And I understand that Halloween looks a little bit different this year, especially, I know, even in my city. They basically said there's gonna be no trick-or-treating, or you should not go trick-or-treating. That being said, it is on a Saturday. People are still gonna go out and buy candy, and people are still gonna get dressed up at home, myself included. So I still wanted to share this costume idea with you. So let's get into this. So here's a few things I started with. A zipper, I've got some gold leather for her belt, I've got some gold material, and then a white large t-shirt. So just go ahead and get yourself a bodysuit that has a halter top like I did not do. You'll save yourself a lot of hassle, but you will still need to buy this zipper. This is just kind of the deep V effect that she has in the front of her shirt. So I pinned that to the front of my t-shirt and I'm only stitching it through the front layer or the front panel, and then we're just going to cut open after we've stitched along both sides of the zipper. So now we have a functioning zipper there on the front, and don't worry, that gold will all get covered up. So I'm going to trim off these sleeves here. I always say less is more when you're doing this, and I ended up not really taking much off after this, but so I did this, and then I also took off the back panel. So we're trying to create a halter top here. So took off the back and then trimmed off the rest of the back and kind of basically just left the collar of the t-shirt. So this is still a little bit wide and doesn't really give that halter effect. I trimmed it in half, cut out about 1 inch of the fabric. I rolled this fabric in and tightened that up and stitched it in. As you can see, I'm showing you what I did on this opposite side. Stitched that together, and then I'm going to stitch these two pieces together to create that halter top effect. So I would suggest, the reason I probably didn't go with a bodysuit was because I couldn't really find one, and most of them just like have a thong back, and I ain't about that cheeky life. So maybe a white bathing suit halter top would be good. All right, so continuing on with this, I'm gonna finish off the back of the halter top with a little piece of elastic here, folding over that raw edge to create a nice seam line. I'm using elastic and a zigzag stitch here to keep the stretch in the fabric, which is definitely needed, but I also needed to cinch in the back just a little bit after I tried it on. That's what I needed. Again, here, I'm just, trying to make this t-shirt look more like a bodysuit. I had to take it in a little bit on the sides, and now we're going to create the whole bodysuit bottom. The diaper, as I like to call it. So in the past, I've had a lot of trouble doing this. I usually end up cutting too much fabric off, and then it's very cheeky on the back, which I don't really like. So I kept this a very wide V. It's a little bit too wide probably in the front panel, but the back was really good. So like I said, less is always more. I had to try this on multiple times as I was going through, and you're going to need to do that if you're creating your own bodysuit, or just buy your own. Save yourself the hassle. Okay, so everything was going really well up until this point because this fabric is the devil. I hate this fabric. It is so hard to work with. but it is the only way you get that real gold kind of like superhero effect look for Halloween costumes. So what I created here is a panel that folds. It goes from the back onto the front. The fold is along your hip, and basically I was going to sew this in and kind of create that seam, but I ended up gluing it in with fabric glue because once again, I hate this fabric. I did not have any luck sewing it. This is kind of what it looked like, a mess. My needle and thread, like everything just kept breaking. I changed the tension, that didn't seem to work, so I did fabric glue instead, and I glued in these panels to replicate the gold that she has on her outfit. So once I had those gold panels in place, I'm now going to close up my bodysuit just with a simple stitch along the bottom there. And then this is again some of that gold fabric, and I don't want to lose any of the stretch of the shirt, so I'm only fabric gluing this directly to that zipper that was exposed. It now gets covered up, and we've got like a triangle V around where that zipper opens up in the chest area. So she also has this detail that rests right underneath her boobs, and it's basically like an elastic. It's a lot wider than the elastic I was working with, so I ended up tripling down on this, so stitching it in 3 times. It goes from just underneath the boob to the back of the halter top. Here's what it looked like when I was done, again using a zigzag stitch, not really trying to create a lot of tension when I took that through the sewing machine. So I took some gold fabric paint and I painted on 2 of the lines. This is again just to kind of replicate the design that I saw on her outfit, and then she's got 2 stars that sit up on either side of her outfit. So I freehanded that with some gold fabric paint. So for the belt, this was a great find. I found it in the trim section at the fabric store, and basically you're going to cut the one piece on an angle, as you see I've done there. So this basically allows the belt to dip down in the front, which is what she has. That's what I could see at least on her outfit. I then cut these 2 little pieces to create like a big wide triangle that will go at the base of it. Again, just kind of trying to get the same shape that she had with her belt. I hot glued that to the back of this piece, and then over top this will cover up the rest, and I'm just using some self-adhesive Velcro here so I can put my belt on and take it off. The rest of this costume is basically just like the gloves and the hair. So I gotta say, I am not much of a wig person, but ever since I chopped off my hair, I thought maybe I would buy a blonde wig to do this outfit because she has quite long hair in the show. That was a bad idea. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Dollar store wig for, yeah, this is why. Look at this hack job. We gonna need to fix this. Was I able to fix it? No. Tried to curl it and the damn wig melted. So scrap that idea. Just went with my regular hair, and here's how the whole outfit came together. So this is just kind of like a faux way to give yourself the gold looking boots. I had extra gold fabric. I'm gonna tuck it into some knee-high boots that I already own, and then wrap a couple of elastics around to kind of give the effect of gold boots. But you can just wear black knee-high boots, whatever boots you have if you want. And then these gold gloves I picked up off of Amazon for just $10 to complete the outfit. So I'm absolutely loving this outfit. I feel like a boss. It turned out pretty well considering all of the problems I had with it. But if you do want some more Halloween costume ideas that are maybe a little easier than this one, I will leave those all linked below for you. Let me know what you thought of this costume, and please don't forget to subscribe. I do new videos every single Wednesday. I'll chat with you next week.